against each other for overall honours. Nazar, Porsche Penske win at Long Beach.
Oh, here comes Vantor. Vantor rubbing elbows with Tandy. Tandy sends it. Vantor's off the road. Down to the inside is Archie Bargy. The number 6, Mathieu Jaminet. Matty Campbell. Whoa. Whoa.
Blomqvist and Colin Brown. Meyer Shank Racing wins the Salem 6 Hours of the Glen.
Taylor on the attack. Whoa. He's in the dirt. He's around. BMW, Team RLL. They'll take the win at Road America.
From pole position to victory lane, Nick Yellerly and Renger van der Zande win.
Jack Aitken, Whelan, they win at Indianapolis.
And 36 hours of racing in the IMSA WeatherTech Series is dominated by Porsche Penske Motorsport. The past 2 seasons, Porsche Penske Motorsport has set the benchmark in IMSA. The number 7 and number 6 cars delivering a powerhouse run, winning races, stacking points and owning the championship conversation. They have been the team everyone's chased and the standard everyone is measured against.
15th Sports Car Championship for what started out as Penske Racing.
You go back in time and you look at just overall what Porsche Penske has done championship-wise is unheard of almost, and certainly remarkable.
Yeah, huge accomplishments.
And to think it's been 60 years since he started everything, it's quite phenomenal.
You look back to the years we've been here as well, from when we got the GTP class going, we're probably the most successful team right there.
Different teams over years, different teammates and everything like that. You quickly learn how to approach different scenarios and work with your teammates a lot quicker.
Across all different series that Penske has been involved, they always find a way to execute, to bring the performance, to bring, the whole team to be competitive. And I could feel that from day one. 2026 is not going to be different. We're here to raise that bar again and push for another championship, push for another 24-hour victory here.
As we look beyond Porsche Penske Motorsport, the 2026 GTP season is loaded with other storylines, and our NBC IMSA experts, Brian Till, Calvin Fish, going to break it all down. Cal, let's start with MSR, Meyer Shank Racing. Rolex 24 and championship-winning team came back into the series in 2025. Second half of the season, much better than the first. They really got some momentum.
Well, the Porsche Penske squad has such a stranglehold on the victories to start the year. 4 on the bounce. Who would break through? Well, it was Meyer Shank Racing on the streets of Detroit. The 93 squad, Nick Yellerly, Renger van der Zande, Renger in typical Renger style, right on the attack, past Ricky Taylor down in turn 1. A brilliant victory. And then they follow up with another win at the Salem 6 Hours of the Glen with a sister car, the 60. But what impressed me more was their sheer speed. They had 4 poles in the second half of the year. And qualifying is so important in GTP. When you look at last year, Lee, the winner came from the top 3 spots on the grid. They also had great speed at the test here at Daytona in November. Really bodes well for a really solid 2026 year.
And with that victory in Detroit, Renger van der Zande has won at least 1 race every single season since 2014, which is quite remarkable. Brian, he also used to race a Cadillac. So what do we expect from the GM brand this year?
Cadillac's going to be strong, no doubt. You look at the end of the 2025 season, the 31 car won the last 2 rounds, and momentum carries over. That's big, but changes to the car this year as well. So you're going to have a little better drag versus downforce on that car. We know the V8 has the torque off the corner. Hey, you're going to have some young stars in the 31 car, at least for the Rolex 24. Connor Zilic, the NASCAR star, stepping aboard that car, so that's going to be big. But I think one of the most important things is the information sharing between the Cadillac Whelan Engineering Squad and Wayne Taylor Racing. New car, new tire, new Michelin tire for GTP this year, and information is king. The more you have, the better you're going to do. All 3 of those Cadillacs are going to be strong this year.
Big news that broke in the second half of the 2025 season was the end of a 17-year relationship between Team RLL and BMW. So therefore, who's stepping in to take over the reins in the GTP class?
Well, the hot rumor all year was WRT. The Belgian squad would come over here and run these cars as they do in the World Endurance Championship in IMSA as well. That was finally confirmed late summer, Lee. They're an excellent squad, a powerhouse team. They've had so much success, 30-plus championships over a decade and a half over in Europe and on the global stage, predominantly in GT3 competition, but they're really recognized for their strategy and prowess there on pit lane, making the right calls. That's so important in IMSA, as we saw last year, getting to victory lane. But it's not going to be a slam dunk. They ran the cars in the World Endurance Championship, only had 1 podium finish across 2 cars, so they recognize the competition level is high in IMSA. They love the synergy of not only their drivers campaigning in both championships, but now the team is running the cars across both championships as well. They feel that information flow will be a little bit quicker and maybe get them to victory lane a few more times.
As is the case in any new season in IMSA WeatherTech competition, there are some moving, revolving seats. There's some driver changes. 2026 is no different.
No, it's no different. And in fact, if you look at the top class GTP, your defending GTP champions are not back for the full time. Mathieu Jaminet is gone from Porsche, and Matty Campbell is just here for the endurance round. So that's a big change in GTP. But all through the paddock, I looked at the entry for the test. Over 2/3 of the cars had different driver lineups than they did last year. So it's been kind of like musical chairs, so to speak. But anytime you make those changes, think about it. It's like this in any sport. Quarterback needs to know his receiver. The receiver needs to know the quarterback. The catcher needs to know the pitcher. Those changes come with risk. It's a risk-reward deal for some of these teams and manufacturers. What's going to pay off? Consistency or something new and shiny?
One lineup unchanged is Ross Gunn and Roman DeAngelis in the Aston Martin Valkyrie GTP, which returns for its second IMSA season, carrying high expectations after a thrilling podium to close out 2025. But can the team build on that momentum and challenge at the front all season long? Our own Matt Yoakum caught up with the drivers.
Going into year 2, where do you feel like this team is?
Yeah, I think we're in a lot better position we were than January of last year. Definitely a lot learned, a lot more comfortable as drivers and as well as an orchestrated group within the Heart of Racing, Aston Martin Racing, and a team.
Our feet are firmly planted on the ground, and we're going to be starting the year mentally like we're still learning, but we're very competitive, and come, I'm sure, the last few hours of Daytona, we're going to be hopefully fighting at the front.
What's it mean to both of you guys to be a part of this iconic brand?
Yeah, I think for me, it's pretty much all of my professional career has been with Aston Martin and with the Heart of Racing. It's home for me. It's where, I was kind of given the shot and the opportunity early on.
I'm very grateful that I've had 10 years and I want another 10 years. I'm very excited for the future, super grateful to be part of their Valkyrie program. They're super motivated to make sure that going forward we're very successful.
Hi folks, Leigh Diffey from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You can have it all: news, highlights, interviews and analysis. So go for it.